No, where dreams come true. We're just living the dream, traveling the carnival. That's what it is every week. Each week is a carnival. You go to another city, set up, do the show, come back, tear down, go to another city. Which starts off really this week at Oakland. Oakland this week is the first one that we traveled to. You start worrying about guys getting sick, you're on planes, and then the hotels and set up. Like today at Oakland here, it's overcast, chilly, rainy, but had a good week of testing. Actually added a little bit of drama to us for behind the scenes on our traveling schedule, because we tested with Christoph and Purcell up till late yesterday, being Thursday, and today's Friday, and so we had some new shock settings and chassis settings. We're a little worried about, with all the terrorist activity that's going on. In other words, security at the airport's got really tough, so they're not allowing you to always take the suspension on the plane, which we've done for years, but now they're really tight on it. So we were worried about shipping it. It might not show up on time. So actually the guys jumped in their trucks at 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon and drove up to Oakland, as opposed to taking the hour and 15-minute flight.
This is a sweet 7-hour drive.
What?
Don't blow it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Don't blow it.
You're good to go. Go ahead.
Had to drive up here last night to Oakland, bring some stuff up from the shop. Took about 7 hours, but we had to get parts here, and it's worth it. It'll be worth it in the end.
Shows the kind of commitment the guys have behind the scenes. But the week went really well. Last week we struggled. I think that Zach missed an opportunity that I think he and I both are on the same page, that if he had charged a little harder and got behind Craig and Webb, while they were battling, he could have taken advantage of that, but still finished second on the podium. Christoph is getting better each week. I know a lot of the fans out there are wondering what the hell's going on, but we actually have a plan. You got to understand, he hasn't raced for 4 or 5 years on Supercross, so these first 5 or 6, just getting comfortable being in a crowd, getting comfortable with the speed, everything, and I think that you'll see the true Christoph starting in round 7 and for the remainder of the season. Jason, still doing well. Right-handed start was a little tough last week with him being next to the box. Everybody that was in front of him was all on the inside, and so he came from, I believe it was 13th to 5th, which was actually a good charge on his part. But all in all, everybody's doing really well. Excited to get ready for another round. Curious to see how the whoops will be, because this year they started out bigger in Anaheim, and each week they seem to be getting a little bigger. So we did a little bit of testing, so if they are bigger and farther apart, we're ready for them, and I think we're going to have a good week. Had a great week of testing, and ready for this round. Appreciate everybody watching us.
Yeah, we're here after first practice. They actually, because of the rainy day schedule, they have to cut the free time practice out for us. So we're not 3 practices, 2 practices a day. So the first one we went out and did some testing this week with Christoph, and got a pretty drastic different setup for him. And he went out there and it wasn't exactly what we had at the test track. As far as he rode the test track, liked it, perfected it, made it work, and came here, and the dirt's different here, and we got some rain and stuff, so it's a little more tacky than we expected. So came back after the first practice. He was still fine, sitting 6th, which is good, and I think Jason was 3rd, so it's really good for the team. But we're going back to the setup that we originally have used for the majority of the season, and should be better second practice for us for sure.
What's up? My name is Scott Simon. I'm with the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna Factory Racing Team, and I'm going to introduce you to some of our guys and show you inside our truck today. Come on in. Staff only. This is Dave Feeney, Zach Osborne's mechanic.
Hi Scott, how are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. This is Scuba, our crew chief. This is Ryan, our suspension guy. This is Jed. He's Martin Davos, mechanic. Kilo is Jason Anderson's mechanic. Sean, Daniel.
Yes, Scott.
And let's go inside and check out some other stuff. We try to keep everything organized because we have like fire drills in between practices or races or whatever, you know. We got to know where everything's at and be able to grab it fast so that we can get the bikes fixed and up and running.
Cool. Show everybody what's in the drawers and such.
Yeah, keeping it clean and organized. It's definitely a full-time job in itself, but all the graphics. That's how we keep our bars. Each rider has their own bend, and then with their grips that they already have, or that they like on them. Little chains, the sprockets, all the different sizes. All spare brake lines. Then like all our suspension, we have it all nice foam all cut out so it all stays nice and secure and doesn't get dinged up while we're traveling. What else we got? Electrical stuff. Everybody likes this drawer. A lot of money in there. You know how much what titanium's like. It's amazing how much money could be in a little drawer. See the riders and watch video and all that after practice. If you hurry, you can get Jason in his underwear for all the girls.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, well, in here, like during each practice, we film the practices, and then Burke, our arts guy and IT guy, he does Dartfish, so it's a program where it's basically two ghosts race each other on a program, so you can see which guy's riding faster, what lines are better, and all the riders and crew chiefs, suspension guys, everybody comes in here, sits down and watches.
Who's this guy coming in the door right now?
That's the guy you don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm the guy.
He's the grumpy guy all the time.
Grumpy old
I'm Bob.
Keeps all y'all in line.
Tell us about what you're looking for, Bobby Hewitt, team manager, when you guys are back in this room, when you guys are looking to film. Like, what's important about it like, after practice?
Not much.
I don't know why we keep him employed.
Yeah, I mean, mainly I'm here for Fridays to sign checks, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh.
at the end of the month,
Okay.
if the money's in the account.
Which is
No.
hardly ever.
No, we do all of our dart fish. We review film with the guys. We do our dart fish where we overlay a guy on top of our guy, see where we can make up time, lose time, go over segment times, where we can improve, discuss the chassis, the bike, if there needs to be any changes made throughout the day. I mean, it's basically the war room during the day.
First practice here in Oakland's done. We're on an abbreviated schedule today, so we only get 2 practices. I quite like that format. I think it's good for me, and I dial stuff in quick. So yeah, I was second fastest overall, and I feel good about tonight. I think the track's going to be pretty technical, just because of the ruts. Everything's kind of small, but at the same time, it's a racer's track. So we'll see.
Tell me a little bit about just compared to, is there any difference in the whip section? Anything you learned from the last race you're at with the whip section? Any changes you made to the bike going into this race?
Yeah. Tonight the whoops are a little bit smaller than last week. Definitely a lot more traction. If the whoops last weekend had this much traction, it wouldn't have been nearly as bad. But in Anaheim it gets quite slick. So we didn't make any changes this week to the bike. We're just gonna continue with the setup we have.